And now we're at the Ragged Flagon. Oh joy! Give it up, Brynjolf. Those days are over. I'm telling you, this one is different. Nope. I'm just like everybody else. I'm not joining. In fact, if it were an option, I would have brought down the Thieves Guild a long time ago. And here's the Ratway Vaults. This is where we need to go. Which is good. I was wondering if the Ratway Vaults were going to be blocked off until I completed some more Thieves Guild quests before I could go see Esbern. But we don't. Which is good. If that were to happen, I would probably just turn the game off at this point. I shouldn't have drank that. Drunk that, I'm pretty sure. Restoration, there it is. Now I need to heal myself up using Magicka. Which is fine, you know, it gets the job done. But of course, the potions are a bit more convenient. If I need to heal up with Magicka, then I gotta unequip my sword and axe, equip my restoration magic, make sure I have enough Magicka so I can keep healing myself up. It's a whole thing, wouldn't you say? Yeah, we got some crazies in here. I guess that's why they're locked up. It's because this is the closest we get to an asylum in this game. She's got a bucket, a burned book, a flawless garnet, inkwell, and a belted tunic. Well, if you have a belted tunic, then what are you doing wearing, ragged robes? Uh-oh. Well, she's an enemy now, so I gotta take her out. Sorry. She left me no choice. Hi. He'll tell you, just ask. You don't even need to ask. He'll tell you anyway. Who are you talking about? I finally understand what it all means. What it was all for, the killing and the dying. What? Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, but... Imperial officers' helmets. Iron Dagger of Souls? What do you have that for? Okay, I'm not gonna mess with you, buddy. Hello? Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. I'm going to eat well tonight. No, you're not. I'm going to make sure of it. Wham! I mean, he was basically asking for it. Here's his door. Go away. Esbern? Open the door. I'm a friend. What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. It's okay. Delphine sent me. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. Delphine needs you to help to stop the dragons. So Delphine keeps the fights after all these years. You better come in and tell me how you found me, what you want. Oh, didn't even need to tell him about Frostfall. This'll just take a moment. Yes, the several locks gag. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her all these years ago. What do you mean it's hopeless? Haven't you figured it out? What more needs to happen before you all wake up and see what's going on? Alduin has returned, just like the prophecy said. The dragon from the dawn of time, who devours the souls of the dead. No one can escape his hunger, here or in the afterlife. Alduin will devour all things and the world will end. Nothing can stop him. I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It all came true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Alduin, the dragon who's raising the others? Yes! You see. You know, but you refuse to understand. You're talking about the literal end of the world? Yes, it's all been foretold. The end has begun. Alduin has returned. Only a Dragonborn can stop him, but no Dragonborn has been known for centuries. It seems that the gods have grown tired of us. They've left us to our fate, as the plaything of the World Eater. It's not hopeless. I'm Dragonborn. What? Can it really be true? Then there is hope. The gods have not abandoned us. We must go quickly now. Take me to Delphine. We have much to discuss. I was using the orcish dagger on him, so he had to resort using his steel dagger, which of course did nothing. Oh, that ain't gonna do squat. Loser! I can't fast travel when enemies are nearby. What enemies are nearby? What are you talking about? Is there a bandit in the city? Where? Who is it? She attacked me first. Don't get mad at me. Oh. Esbern, was that you? Shavari's note. Well, let's take a read at this note, shall we? I have good reason to believe that the target will be coming to Riften in the next few days. Discretion is preferred, but elimination of the targets is of the highest priority. The usual restrictions on exposure are lifted. You will be reassigned outside Skyrim if necessary, without penalty. Do not fail me. E. This is the same chick who was getting all up in my business when I was trying to plant the ring on Branchet. But only now does she decide to attack me. Why? Also, who's E? What does E stand for? Evan? So now Esbern, Delphine, and I need to go to Karthspire. Close by to Karthspire is actually Rorikstead, where this lovely man lives. Do yourself a favor. Don't have children. They're good for nothing at all. Well, that's certainly something to say to a stranger you just met. I got enough troubles, so don't go adding to them. I spend every day standing at the fields. And what do my daughters do? Nothing. Complain and counterwall. Sleep and eat. Useless. What the heck? Was that another living dragon? Okay, so this is Brits. If you beat up my sister Sissel, I won't tell. Ha 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 ha. Are you new around here? You should go in the inn if you need a place to stay. Okay, well that's nice to hear. Giving the stranger a good sense of direction. Sissel thinks she's so special. No way she's more special than me. Okay, well, I wish I could be an adventurer like you. Go wherever I want. I had a dream there was a good dragon. He was old and gray, but not scary. Well, doesn't that sound nice? She sounds like a child in a fairy tale. Most days, all I can do is stay away from my sister and father. The beating's the same from either one. Oh, gosh. Some days I'll stop being afraid. Jovan is teaching me magic. He says I'm real good. You hear that? That's terrible. No child should feel the need to learn magic so they can defend themselves from their own family. Well, even though we can't exactly report the father and sister for their misdoings, we can take this man out ourselves. I'm sure the Punisher would be proud. Yep. Okay, now they're moving. Which is not good. It's a shame I don't have Eagle's Eye right now. That would come in real handy. And now, oh. Wait a minute, why was the eye open? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. The guards handled it. Okay, well, I'll just take that, no. That's it. Thank you. And now we have a dragon to worry about. Okay, come down here. I'll show you what for. How much damage does this do? 19 as opposed to 13 and 15. Okay, so yeah, I will use this. Just a quick save real quick. Don't worry guys, I got this. Just stay out of the way of my unrelenting force and you'll be fine. Oh dear. Take care of the children. And 40 bounty added to right. Okay. See? Look at how fast that was. That was amazing. Pardon me. Oh, come back down here and fight me like a real dragon, why don't you? I did not give you permission to fly up in the sky. Now stay down here on the ground and take your punishment like a real dragon. You started the fight. Oh, come on. That's right. Yes! Done and done. I'm not going to take any iron weapons, though, because they're not that cool. They don't do that much damage. Okay, yes, it's mine. On occasion, Mirak will actually appear in Skyrim and take the soul as his own. And, so here's Car Spire. I'll just follow that marker. Those markers, I will decide right now, are fair game. But the floating markers that appear when a certain quest has been selected, no, we're not going to do those. Those are against the rules, I decided. So I was on my way to Karthspire, and a bunch of vampires and this hellhound appeared out of nowhere. Okay, they're called death hounds in the game, but whatever. These freaking vampire thralls that do so much damage. Nope, nope, nope. Where are you? Where? Hey, come here. Yeah, that's it. Okay, bam! How'd you like that? Oh, you? Don't even worry about it. What? What are you doing? Screw you, buddy! And now we've reached Karthspire Camp, which is overrun with Force-Sworn, of course, because this is the Reach. Ain't gonna kill me. As long as I remember to heal myself. What? There was a guy behind me? Well, excuse me, I didn't hear the sounds of his blade hitting my back. How was I supposed to know? Okay, now, level up Magicka, Eagle Eye, and now, of course, quick save. Yes, thank you. Now I don't have to worry about giving up all that progress. Ouch. Well, that could have gone better. What? Wham! See if you're still smirking after that. Yep, she's dead. Except, actually, no, she isn't. Nope, she's still alive. And she kills me again in one hit. What is this? Finally, I got her. That was irritating. Now here's the Skyhaven Temple entrance. We're not exactly in Skyhaven Temple just yet. Come on, guys, hurry up. Remarkably well preserved. Is it? It's telling us to download mods. He's falling apart from the sky. The Nord tongues, master of the voice, are arrayed against him. So does this show I defeated him? Patience, my dear. The We're not straightforward. Everything is couched in allegory and mythic symbolism. Because that's the perfect way to do things. Don't bother making anything straightforward for people in the future or nothing, in the hopes that we could end this dragon war quickly or anything. No. Let's make everything allegorical and symbolic. But there's no way to know what the shout meant. You mean they used the shout to defeat Alduin? Sure? Yes, presumably something rather specific to dragons. Or even Alduin himself. Remember, this is where they recorded all they knew of Alduin's return. So we're looking for a shout, then. Have you ever heard such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky? The Greybeards might know. You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid them. But it seems we had no choice. Got a hate boner against old men? If they had their way, you'd do nothing but sit up there on their mountain with them talk about the sky, or whatever it is they do. So Delphine doesn't even know what the Greybeards do all day, and yet she hates them for some reason. Think about it. No, you think about it, you clown! Have they tried to stop the Civil War? Or done anything about Alduin? No. And they're afraid of you, of your power. Proof? Proof, please? Trust me, there's no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have found the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards? Well, you know what? I don't know. And guess what? Neither do you. Instead of using hypotheticals, Delphine, why don't we use other examples? I don't think I would have been able to learn how to use my shouts unless I did listen to the Greybeards. This is the kind of problem that Thorin Oakenshield had with the elves and the hobbits. They hated each other, and so they went to war. And then guess what happened? The men of Lake Town showed up, and they all wanted to join the war as well, so they could kill the dwarves. And if it wasn't for the orcs showing up, you know what happened? They all would have killed each other. And for what? Nothing! The Greybeards might have a point. Power is dangerous. Only if you don't know how to use it. All the great heroes have had to learn to use their power. Those that shank from their destiny, well, you've never heard of them, have you? And there are the villains, those who misuse their powers. There's always a choice, and there's always a risk. But if you live in fear of what might go wrong, you'll end up doing nothing, like the Greybeards up on their mountain. Well, better to do nothing with my power than to misuse it, wouldn't you say? I'll talk to the leader. Good thing they've already let you into their little cult. Not likely they'd help Esbern or me. We serve them calling. Okay, calm down, Delphine. They don't own a cult. I bet Delphine doesn't even know really how cults work. Manson family. Now that was a cult. Jim Jones and Jim's Town, or whatever the heck he called it. That was a cult. Cults specifically prey on people who are weak, desperate. It makes it a lot easier to create a community where you're the leader and everybody else has to listen to you. You have power over them. You control what they do, the things they can say. The Greybeards are comprised of 4 old farts who live on top of a mountain in isolation. They're hermits. I'm a hermit. And not because of the Greybeards when I first played Skyrim. I've been a hermit my whole life because I'm just an introvert. I like being inside. That's it. Not only did they tell me to go outside and retrieve the horn, they didn't say anything about me having to stay up out in the mountain after I got it. Everything is fine. I'm allowed to go outside and do as I please. There you are. Sky above, voice within. I'd like to learn more about the voice. You've learned much already, Dragonborn. Growing your gift too quickly would be dangerous. Okay, I guess there's no beating around the bush. As I just said, I need to learn a shout to use to defeat Alduin. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to? The Blades helped me find it. The Blades, of course, they specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. Okay, so, the Greybeards think the Blades are stupid, the Blades think the Greybeards are stupid. Who's telling the truth? Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool to the Blades? I don't know which one of these is good. Yeah, I would say that. I'm not their puppet. No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. It's fine. Don't worry about it. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they don't. So even Arnold speaks the truth. He says what we've all been thinking. You know how after you defeat Alduin, Delphine is like, okay, now kill Parthenax. And I'm like, no. And she's like, okay, well, if you don't kill him, then we're not going to help you anymore. We're not going to serve you anymore. It's weird she says that, because it's like, don't you technically work for me? You have to do as I say? Well, according to Arnold here, no, they don't work for me. 'Twas all a lie. Okay, so can you teach me this shout? No. Because I don't know it. Well, that kind of throws a wrench into our whole plan, doesn't it? It's called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regress this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice. So if the shout is lost, how can I defeat Alduin? Only Parthenax, the master of the Order, can answer that question if he so chooses. I need to speak to Parthenax then. You weren't ready. You still aren't ready. But thanks to the Blades, you have questions that only Parthenax can answer. Who is he? Our leader. He surpasses all of us in his mastery in the way of the voice. And I haven't met him yet because he lives in seclusion at the very peak of the mountains. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him? Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. Come, we will teach you a shout to open the way. Okay, so now we have the shout, clear skies. Oof. Is that the wind, or is that Parthenax? Okay, let's move on. Mother was nice enough to order us a pizza. Stuffed crust. How delicious. A fine way to celebrate the fact that we have power once again. What is this guy doing here? Ugh. What I find interesting is that we have sky, spring, summer. Those are the words that have been unlocked for the clear skies shout to actually work. I'm dead. I mean, a name like Bori, okay, I can remember that just fine. But Arngeir? What is that? And then we got Wolfgar and Einarth. Okay, no, forget that. It's Arnold, Boris, Winston, and Ethan. Oh my gosh, it's Mario! I need to learn Dragon Shout. Can you teach me? Patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of 2 of the day. Okay, sure. Okay, let's find a little bit more. What do you have against the Blades? The Blades were born of dragon-hating crusaders. They still carry that legacy, although they may not remember where it came from. They carried out a genocide of dragons when they first came to Tamriel, and now they will do it again with your help. Yes, I can see how that would be a bad thing, because Parthenax is a dragon and all. And he's chill, but with Alduin gone, then maybe Parthenax can help the other dragons, be better in a way. It could be that the only reason that some dragons attack me on sight is because of the influence of Alduin. But if Parthenax is the only major dragon left, so to speak, then maybe the rest of the dragons will follow his example, I guess. Well, now we have to go to Winterhold, so we can find out some information about where the location of the Elder Scroll might be. Which, of course, sounds delightful, doesn't it? Oh, here's another courier. I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. A letter. Not sure from who, he wouldn't say. Just that he was a friend of yours. Mercury, you caused a bit of a stir in the throat of the world when you demonstrated your power of your thune. I'm sorry, who was there? Okay. Here you are. Now I'm anxious to see you cast it. No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I'm sorry, who are you? Now here's a librarian, an orcish librarian. That's something you don't see every day. You're now in the whatever this place is. I'm in charge. Might as well be my own little plane of oblivion. Disrupt it and I will have you torn apart. I'm looking for an Elder Scroll. And what do you plan to do with it? Do you even know what you're asking about, or are you just someone's errand girl? Of course I do. Do you have it here? You think that even if I did have one here, I would let you see it? It would be kept under the highest security. The greatest thief in the world wouldn't be able to lay a finger on it. What about the Dragonborn? Wait, you're the one who Greybeards were calling? I'll bring you everything we have it on them then. Well, that was easy. Here you go. Try not to spill anything on them. Ah, here it is. The book is incomprehensible. Aye, that's the work of Septimus Cygnus. He's the world's master of nature on the Elder Scrolls, but, well, he's gone for a while. Too long. Is he dead? No, I hope not. But even I haven't seen him in years, and we were close. Became obsessed with the Dwemer. Took off north saying he had found some old artifact. Haven't seen him since. By the way, where was that hot chick? She was sitting in your seat earlier. There she is. Colette Marence. Hi.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic worthy of study, don't you?
Of course it's valid. Good, good. Not that I require validation, of course. There's just some, and I shouldn't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. So you're treated badly because of your works? Well, no, not really. Not directly, I mean. But I know things are said behind my back. Conversations cease when I enter rooms. I'm quite aware of what's going on here, and I will not stand for it. I know what that feels like. I'm pretty sure there's plenty of people who talk about me behind my back, and I don't care for the thought. Hey, can I learn fast healing from you? What do you have for sale? There it is! Fast healing! Now that is what I want. I mean, why wouldn't restoration magic be valid? You can heal your wounds, you fools! What kind of fool wouldn't want to know how to fast heal themselves? Good golly. There's water below here, right? Yeah, okay. That is how we get down. Are you mad? Yes. Whee! Oh no.